who do you think I am? No. I asked you, who do you think that I am? I am Nick Shell, the alpha male of hair loss. Deal with it. So you probably know I have an app on my phone, and for this YouTube channel, I get to see in real time the comments as they roll in. And so I love it when I get 2 comments back to back that say the opposite thing. So I'm gonna start out this video by doing that, and then you're gonna see a general theme develop that for me is a little bit of a revelation, I think, that I've never really thought about. So there's your preview about what this video is gonna be. So I made a video called How I Felt About My New Haircut Time Capsule video from 2 weeks ago, because 2 weeks ago I got a new haircut. But that particular video, it just didn't get published because there were so many I had to go through. I had that 11-part series. I had so much going on. So that, oh, I'll just say it's a time capsule, because it was, right? We got to look back on that. So check this out. Here's one comment from our friend Brock81. And by the way, he is such a super fan of my channel here. He knew the trivia that I was born in 1981, that he made his YouTube username in honor of me, Brock81, because that's when I was born. So I got some super fans. Brock81, I know that you're one of them for sure. Let's see, here we go. So here's what he said, quote, I like where you're going with this. A little more lift in front, spike it. With this look, you want to push up the sides forward, as it will help hide the recession. Don't push sides back, you'll get the diamond cow look. When you go to the stylist, ask for a texture cut at the end. That's very sound advice, and I definitely am going to keep that in mind. And I have a feeling that even Maxwell Smart will jump in and agree that that's legit. I like that, so thank you. So that's support of that look. Right after that, I mean, within the hour, I got this comment from our good friend Insight Video, and I'm not going to read the whole comment because that would take us in a different direction of really what this video is about. So I'm going to pick up where it's in congruence with what I want to talk about for the theme of this video here. This is towards the end of his comment. Here's what he says, quote, I don't think that you're truly happy with your current style, but you sure are trying to convince yourself you are. I've been watching your videos for several days, going through them. You were happiest, even ecstatic, with the zero guard cut. Sorry, those days are gone for you. Hopefully you'll get that back. You know that deep down inside, you were happiest with the buzz, shaver, and stubble. That Remington was nice, end quote. And to that comment, I would say absolutely I agree. There's no denying that I was, quote, happier when I had the zero guard buzz cut for those 3 months in a row. I loved it. That was the perfect extension of who I am on the inside. And you know, now here we are with this going on, which a lot of you actually like this better. You know, it's not bad, right? Personally, I like the zero guard buzz cut. You know, but here's what it comes down to. I feel that a lot of people who recognize that I was, quote, happier with no hair, and I've been so clear that I have zero fear of going bald, because I know that I've got that to bank on. I get to be the shaved head guy. That's who I want to be, actually, you know. But for me, being honest with you, for me right now, a lot of society in my real life, the people that I actually see and interact with, they prefer me to have hair, and I feel obligated to give them the hair that they want. They feel that more matches who I am, you know. Even though for me, being the alpha male that I actually am, as I disguise myself as a beta, why do you, hey, think about this. The whole thing, that whole shtick that I do about whatever you believe about hair loss is true in your own mind, as long as you believe in all that stuff. The reason I do that, that's me pretending to be a beta to cater to the omegas out there. I'll do another video or two coming up talking more about that. I'm an alpha male that pretends to be. I act like a beta when I need to, when it's gonna help out my cause. All right, so here's the thing. It's a matter of this whole concept of, you know, I've talked before, like, hey, if you're truly a confident person, then you're not gonna need hair to be confident, right? I always say that. And the revelation for me is the opposite in my case is true as well. Even though I'm happier with the zero guard buzz cut and I enjoy that more, I like it more, and a lot of people agree that that look really works for me. Despite all of that, the fact is I'm so confident in myself that I can choose to look this way with hair, even though in my own mind I don't look as good with hair, right? But whatever I believe about hair loss is true in my own mind, right? So with all that going on, it's a matter of I'm so confident that even though to me I don't feel that I look my best this way, I can do this anyway, because I am not obligated to have my hair based on whatever makes me feel the most confident or happy. And I think that's what maybe even I'm sorting out right now, you know. It's like this. Who are you more obligated to please? Like for me, right? I've made it very clear. The only reason I have hair is because everybody in my social circle, my immediate family wants me to have hair. So I'm doing that. And it's easy to say, well, why would you do that for them? Well, ultimately, it's a matter too, though. In the same way that you think, well, why are you obligated to other people? Well, at the same time, I don't want to be obligated to a certain look because I look the best that way. I just don't want to be obligated to look when I don't have to be. I can go either way, and right now I'm going this way with the hair. But there's going to be the rest of my life, whenever the rest of my life begins, once I kick into Norwood 4, or by default, diffuse thinning that takes me down to basically bald status. You know, I'm going to have the rest of my life to do that. And then I won't have a choice. Right now I do have a choice. So I just don't want to make my decision based on what looks the best. Because for me, in the way that I don't know, my own perspective is that my look isn't based on what I think is going to make me look the best. Because even with the zero guard buzz cut, okay, even though I just said I think I look the best that way, that's not really why I was ecstatic, why I was the happiest. I did it because it was the best extension of my personality and my identity, you know. So I think it's interesting because there's going to be a paradox of what are you obligated to when you're a guy like me who's riding the line with hairline and the diffuse thinning, which I don't know, maybe it's the lighting, but today it just doesn't look that bad. I've been wearing a hat. I mean, if anything, I thought it'd be worse wearing a hat, and it's actually, but you're not looking at any Go Fiber or anything like that. You know, I am using the BRB shampoo, but it's still supposed to be a couple more months before that would really show. But I don't know, I think there's this concept that people feel obligated to have their hair a certain way, but for multiple reasons. So it's easy for one of you to even say, why would you do that just because your wife and kids would rather you have hair, and because your son drew you with a hat when he drew your family portrait instead of drawing you with hair? Obviously, they like me better with hair. Well, here's another little secret if you can handle it. When I'm at home, around my wife, I'm beta, because that's what good husbands are. Alpha males that stay alpha males all the time when they're married, they don't stay married. So in order to keep a relationship going, you switch into beta mode. Now when I'm with the kids, I'll switch back and forth between A and B, depending on what I need to be, between alpha and beta. But it's a matter of me knowing that. And again, as I'm telling you these secrets, know that I have upcoming videos that I've planned to make about this, okay? But yeah, it's a matter of who are you obligated to please here with your hair. I mean, ultimately it's your decision, but even now it's my decision to choose to cater to what my family wants in these last couple of years while I still have enough hair to have enough hair, okay? But on the other side of it, what are other things you'd be obligated to? Obligated to what looks the best and what you can still pull off, or what makes you feel most confident. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can be obligated to when it comes to how you have your hair as you're beginning a balding process. So yeah, we can point out that, well, Nick, you be your own man. You say you're alpha male, and here you are catering to your family's needs. But again, a good alpha male is going to switch to beta as needed, because that's how you get further in life. Man, I can't wait to do some more videos about that. But that's not what this video is about. it's pointing out the fact that there are many obligations for how we think our hair needs to be for certain reasons, whether it's family or people in our social circle, or what looks the best or what makes us happy. But ultimately, deep down inside, I can tell you that I guess if I'm doing this on what makes me happy right now, it's to look this way because it makes other people around me happy. And knowing I'll have the rest of my life to be zero guard buzz cut guy. So there's plenty of stuff for you to think about. And man, I can't wait to make the rest of these videos. I am Nick Shell. Not only am I the head honcho of hair loss, but I'm the alpha male of hair loss that shifts gears and becomes beta when I need to in certain settings.